Simple example of Cyprus payroll. This is a common question asked by many of our subscribers and our clients. It's a bit complicated, I understand, but I'm going to try to give you an easy way to calculate your gross to net salary by using a very simple approach. So the first approach you need to use is the following. You need to know how much your gross monthly salary is. And that is the salary you have on your contract, the gross amount of remuneration you receive each month. And once you establish that figure, let's say for simplicity that is 1,000 euros, then from that gross salary, you need to deduct the social securities and the NHS. How do you calculate this? The social securities is 8.3% and the NHS is 2.65%. So you're going to take your gross salary, which is 1,000 euros, multiplied by 8.3%, that's 83 euros. And then you're going to take again your gross salary and multiply it by the NHS, which is 2.65. So when you do this simple calculation, you will derive in two numbers. That's your contribution for the social securities, and the other number is your contribution for the NHS. I believe it's 83 euros and 26 euros. So you add these two numbers together and you subtract them from your gross salary. In our example, your gross salary is 1,000 euros. You deduct the 83 euros and you deduct the 26 euros for the NHS. This leaves you to a number which is net of your social securities and for your NHS contribution. That's the first scale of our calculation. So if you want to calculate how much your net salary will be, you first need to subtract from your gross salary the social security and the NHS as described earlier on. Now, you need to multiply that number either by 12 times or 13, depending if you are entitled to 12 salaries or 13 salaries. We will not take into consideration in this example any bonuses or any other deductions for payroll calculation, because we are just trying to make things simple for you and to make you understand in an easy manner how your salary's contributions and deductions take place. So we have this net amount of, let's say, 950 euros. We are rounding this number. We have the 1,000 minus the social securities minus the NHS, whatever that number is. For simplicity, we say is 950 euros. We multiply it by 12 or by 13, and now we have another number. That number now is subject to pay as you earn tax, and that's the salary tax which we need to calculate. Remember that in Cyprus, the first 19,500 euros are tax-free. This has been the case for many years now, so even if you watch this video in the coming years, I would not expect the tax-free amount to change at all. So you have your 950 euros, you multiply it by 12 times or 13, let's say 12 times, and let's say this number comes to 13,000 or 14,000. Let's say 14,000. Now, is this amount taxed? Should this amount be taxed? The only way to know if you will be taxed further is to see if it exceeds the 19,500 euros. In our simple example, it does not, because we said it's 13,000 or 14,000. So is below the taxable, the tax-free amount of 19,500, and as a result, your salary will not have any pay-as-you-earn deductions, which means that it will be tax-free in a way as far as salary tax is concerned. From your salary, the only thing that will be deducted are the two amounts I've explained before, which is the Social Security and the NHS. As explained earlier on, if we rounded up this amount, and that figure comes to 950 euros, and that's exactly how much you should be expecting to receive in your bank at the end of each month. As a small disclaimer, this is a simple example. We don't take into consideration any bonuses, any life insurances, any other deductions or additions of other income. It's just a simple example so that you will understand in Cyprus how your gross salary will arrive in your bank account as net. Watch the next video when I will make a similar example, but the salary will be 2,000 and the pay as you earn tax will kick in.